Cool. So I just met my nephew for the first time. 7-week-old little boy. And he taught me something. He taught me something with his hands because he does this. He's got your nose. A little fisted baby, right? Got me thinking. There's a couple more. Remember I kept saying that a zero is when you take your thumb and you put it in and then you put your hands on top? You know, it looks like a zero. A line through a circle. Okay? Well, if that's a zero, then maybe, you know, like, that's a 1, or like that's a 2, and that's a 3. Or those are the four corners of the earth. Because they're all kind of zeros, you know? And if you need singularities to create the four corners of the earth, 1, 2, 3, 4, you know, and then you have your 8 for 12, for your icosahedron, your octahedral light source. Your octahedral light source is 8, your icosahedron is 12. 9 is balanced, 9's cancel, okay? So, corner 1, corner 2, corner 3, corner 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Sorry, 8. So, like, you know, 9 is balance. The ninth dimension is balanced because it creates the 8x8 cell, which is just, I guess, replicated in a pattern. So, you know, balance again is your 7 chakras in your flesh, your higher self, and your aura becoming one, you know? You are becoming ninth dimensional, meaning you're balancing maybe your conscious connection with the n, the n plus 1, the n plus 2 realities, okay? Now, you know, people always, like, I've heard things about split timelines, or like, you know, like, I also believe that every time, like, you fall asleep, you fall from grace, you fall from heaven, is when you fall asleep, you actually get, like, raptured. And when you open your eyes, you wake up in a different version of where you were, based on what you've done or what's been going on, okay? You know, are you allowing your reality to be created by others, or are you creating your own reality? Okay? It's probably a mix for everyone. I'm not saying it's a good or bad thing. It is what it is. Now, I go as far as saying every time you close your eyes and open your eyes, you know, that's like a little mini rapture, but I'm not too sure about that. What happens if you don't sleep? Well, I don't know. So, you know, the savior thing, okay, the false savior of religion, okay? You know, just the idea that someone is going to do work for you and you just have to sit there and be there because you have faith or whatever, or you spent a lot of time reading and going to church or whatever it is that you do to be spiritual in that old sense. You know, I've never liked going to church. I don't like going to church. I always thought it was something weird about that place, you know, like, it doesn't seem like a friendly place. You know, I just never, it always weirded me out, and I had to be there and do whatever and just, you know, get through it and whatever. But, you know, only part I liked about the sermons were, like, actually the stories that the, you know, guy at the front or girl at the front would say, you know, it just, you know, someone's telling me a story about the news or something happening in the news and how it reflects in, like, whatever passage from whatever Bible and whatever thing they're trying to do, whatever. I'm just, it's story time. Like, everything's a story, okay? Now, again, what is church? You're not supposed to pray. Like, you're not supposed to push. No, I don't want to say push, but, like, I think this whole spiritual connection that we're doing, that we're, like, you know, maybe supposed to be doing, but, like, you know, the dark side's winning and keeping us down from, like, you know, probably wanting to go against religion, because we all know that there's something about religion that we don't like, okay? I'm pretty sure that everyone probably has something about a religion they don't like, or their religion they don't like, that they kind of just overlook because there's so much in it that they do like. Now, again, when you're proving something like flat Earth, once you understand that you cannot model the northern and southern celestial skies of your constellations, get off the goddamn subject. You've proven a falseness, you've proven something that cannot be explained. Move on with life. Now, it's all very interesting, okay? So, like, balance, you know, 9's cancel, 9 code. 9's a very powerful number. Like, every number is very powerful. Everything has a significance, okay? Armageddon consciousness, 3 makes 4 makes 5. Encircled makes 6. You know, can't really make 7 because 7's nothing. Which is, like, the funny part about all this. You know, everyone thinks 7's the greatest thing, and people put 7's in their names because, you know, like, oh yeah, like, Dabu 77, whatever. Like, come on, guy. Like, the last thing I want to do is cause fear porn. I mean, I don't know truth, or I can't prove anything that any agency of whateverness is doing, okay? I can have my suspicions, I can have a feeling, I can be like, you know what, I don't agree with NASA, so basically everything comes out of NASA is bullshit, I don't care what it is. It's not like they give you some things that are good and some things that are bad. If you make the lie big enough, people will believe. So, that's been going on. Now, sorry to make all these videos, it's been really humid, okay? You know, that 9 again, okay? Even though it's an 8, it's literally a 9 by 9 cell, okay? It's an 8-bit cell, but it's literally a 9 by 9. Okay? It's like, you know, is it 0 base or 1 base? Okay? So, achieving balance, that's what everyone should be doing, you know, bar none, okay? You get up every day, what do you try to do? Do you try to, I don't know, get ahead? Do you try to screw people over to get ahead? Do you try to just make it work in your own, like, no one's any worse off or better off than anyone else. We all have our own variations of hell on earth, okay? It's just, there are all things in our lives that could be going better for us, that are very hard or challenging, and our situations are all unique, and we're all working and troubleshooting different things all the time, because in the end, everything that we're shown by society, okay, and like the commercials, I just can't get over commercials. Like, it bothers me to put on YouTube and start listening to songs and have commercials pop up, but I mean, like, you're trying to live your life with this facade of what life should be coming from your controllers. It's saying, like, you need these gadgets, you need these new technologies, you need these new video games, you need these new advancements, you need these new things to suck up your time, to distract you from things of importance, like self-sufficiency or like eating better. Because eating, like, if you don't like take care of your universe, who's gonna take care of it for you? Okay, if you decide to go eat like a tub of ice cream every day and drink like 4 bottles of Diet Coke and eat like processed food that you stick in a microwave and kill all the nutritional content in that filler, you might as well be eating shredded newspaper that you like moisten. Yeah, I said moisten. Moist. Anyway, it's just garbage. And if you feel like crap and you have no energy, or you're overweight, or you feel like it's depression, okay? Like, giving the proper nutrition to your body, okay, helps with that, with the side effects of, like, you know, the grind, okay? Like, energizing your body properly with foods that, you know, we all think that they grow because of the sun. Well, you know, they don't, okay? Because when plant life was created, only luminaries out there were Pluto, Neptune, and Uranus, okay? Solids, liquids, and gases, okay? If you actually go look into, like, the what is it, fluorescent tube grow lights, they I don't know if it's like a full light spectrum, but I know that you can get like blues and reds and different types of, oh, this is getting deep into my knowledge of this, which I'm not fully knowledgeable on, so I'm just going to drop it. But you know what I'm saying? It's like the sunlight is there to provide the majority of the light for us to, you know, have that transition between night and day. Because, you know, if it was just up to like the stars, the little dots of lights in the sky, really, it'd still be dark out all the time. But that sun provides us with, you know, a little bit of warmth, you know, conditions appropriate for growing nature, okay? And if you eat a proper balance, okay, I'm not saying don't eat meat, okay? I choose not to eat torture chickens, okay? I mean, I can't, I don't got the chicken coop going, you know, like, I do buy eggs, okay? I do eat caged, tortured chicken eggs, okay? You know, I don't know, free range, that means they're in a big giant building with a little door outside that they can travel for a couple feet, and that's it, because, you know, like, they don't want to give a good life. They want to give the bare minimum so they can produce the most amount of garbage for the most amount of dollars. Okay? You know, I know the difference between raising free range chicken and buying stuff in the grocery store. If you were to raise free range chicken and actually slaughter the chicken yourself, get rid of all that waste, like, you know, the intestines, the head and everything. You know, if you had animals like dogs and stuff that weren't like little tiny dogs, and you can save the chicken backs and you can save the chicken feet. Like, chicken feet are good for any dog, but I mean, like, you know, if you use as much of it, I'm not saying go to the limit of, like, you know, plucking a chicken and making a pillow with it, but I'm just saying that if you are to not waste, and again, back to this old saying, appreciate what you have, okay? Like, I have a lot of stuff, okay? I don't need any more stuff. I don't need any more distractions. Distractions I have, I don't even use. I don't even know why I have them. It's like, I guess it's this human thing about, like, holding on to things that have sentimental... Milton Bradley, MB. Anyways, sentimental value to you and the game of life. You know, like, we do need distractions because we do need to be entertained. You have to understand that no one can always be 100% pious, and if you are, you're lying to yourself and you're lying to others, because you're, like, probably, like, passive aggressive, and you probably have, like, a suppressed rage, you know? Work hard, play hard. You are the devil on your shoulder just as much as you are the angel on your shoulder. And as long as you are able to function in society and basically live in a set of rules or ethics where you don't screw over other people, you don't harm other people, you don't, you know, you're not an asshole. And if we work to help and achieve the same amount of abundance where we can all get by better than we have, that's the definition of rich to me. Okay? Like, I don't need a whole bunch of stuff. I just need the systems in place to make my life easier, to do the things I want to do which are coincidentally the things I like doing, to provide balance for my life and sustenance for my temple, okay, or my universe, and the universes of the ones I love, like my friends and family, you know, your wife, your children, your neighbor, like, you know, again, if you were to have a dozen chickens, how hard would it be? If you were to take care of a dozen chickens, how hard is it really to take care of 24 chickens? Okay, and then you'd have, I don't know, 2 families worth of eggs or something, you know? It's not any more work. It's a little bit more management, maybe space requirements, you know? But you gotta go clean the pen, you gotta go clean the pen. It doesn't matter how many chickens are in there, it's just gonna change the frequency at which you clean it. More hands make for lighter work. Okay? All these expressions. Okay, so I don't know. Yeah. Eat well. Obviously, okay? I'm gonna go make a stir fry or something. Like, check it out. I've been sprouting stuff. You know, like, I'm a real person, okay? Trying to eat, like, you know, I had to make a lot of sacrifices. I can't go and buy the things I used to buy because I don't have that income anymore. So, like, these are mung beans. Okay, there's like 2 days of mung beans. You gotta rinse them. You soak them in water for 1 day, and then you pour out the water, and then basically, like, rinse them every time you pass by the kitchen, like twice a day or something, and then they're gonna start sprouting, okay? Alright, so these are the mung beans, and these ones are actually looking really good, the lentils. So I sprouted some lentils, okay? You know, like, I didn't even know this, but apparently, like, if you want to make good rice, you gotta, like, rinse your rice. You know how simple that is to rinse rice? Who rinses their rice? You know, I get the starches off as much as you can. If you want to soak it for, like, half an hour before you make the rice, even better, and then rinse it. But, I mean, again, I'm not against meat. I'm not against that, as long as you live in balance. And we were given all these things for us, okay? We were given other things to shepherd